Hi, gang. My name is Sheila Vassbinder, and I am the U.S. Training Manager for Supermums, and I'm located in St. Louis, Missouri. And joining me today is Nikki from London.
Yes, I am the EMEA training manager and I'm based in London in the UK. So we want to just give you a little introduction to our roles and what we do at Supermums. But first, Sheila, why don't you say what brought you to Salesforce in the first place?
Sure. My favorite part about Salesforce and what brought me here was the fact that you can combine it with any background. My background is nonprofit management. Never thought about moving into Salesforce, but when I found out that a lot of nonprofits use Salesforce, it sold me. And then as I worked with all of our wonderful trainees, I found that they too can bring whatever background they have to the Salesforce space. And I have to say that's probably my favorite thing about Salesforce. How about you?
Well, not dissimilar. So I also have a nonprofit background and education. So I manage various kind of education and charity things. And for me, the main thing was flexibility. So got to a stage in my career where flexibility wasn't as forthcoming as I'd like it to be, and so started kind of looking around at what other things might I be able to transfer my skills to. And again, never really considered that tech might be an option. And then through a series of fortunate events, came across this as or Supermums essentially, because I'd had some background in those roles in using Salesforce, and I'd always loved it, but I'd never really considered it as a career option. And then came across Supermums and just thought, oh my gosh, that's perfect. So I am an alumni of the Supermums program, now teaching others the things that I learned on the Supermums program, which is great.
Yeah. Nikki, tell me, what is it that you like the most about coming through the Supermoms program?
That is a good question. So what I was attracted to in the first place was that, I think particularly because it felt like a real pivot of career. It was this sense that that was the norm, and that was what all of us were essentially doing. I have 3 kids, and that was the reason for wanting flexibility, and it really felt that was something to be celebrated at Supermums rather than maybe hidden away. And so when I looked at the different options available, I liked the culture and the fit of Supermums, but also beyond that, it was the fact that I'd be learning at a pace that I could fit in with the life that I was living, and also that I would get a mentor, so I would get that one-to-one support. So if I was struggling with things, which inevitably I was going to, because it was, a lot of it was going to be new, then I could just, speak to the mentor. But also I thought, if I'm going to get a kind of a foot into the industry, then I need some work experience. And so the fact that I was able to get that at the same time was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as you know, I did not come through the Supermoms program. I did not find Supermoms until about 4 months into my Salesforce journey. And I was almost done with my admin cert, and I'd already started looking for volunteer experience opportunities and had found them. So I'd already put a lot of my pieces together. But when I talk to our trainees, I have to say I'm jealous. And I'm jealous of you because I was a loner and it was really hard. And so I think one of my favorite things about Supermoms is how well-rounded it is. It feels like we've brought all the different pieces together. We've brought the curriculum, we've brought trailhead, we've brought mentoring, we've brought work experience, and then we do the help with the networking and resumes and LinkedIn and all that stuff. So it's like you have this whole big package that's put together for you, and this cohort that walks along with you through it. And some of them are like lifelong friends, right? Once they come out of their cohort, they're like
definitely. I probably get messages maybe once a week from or more from the cohort that I was on, when we share successes or share opportunities and all sorts of things, and having that ready-made group of people that are kind of cheering you on through the whole thing is also good.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
The other thing that lots of people talk about is the coaching as well that you get with joining. So if you join Supermums program, then you automatically get access to our coaching course as well. So we are definitely covering all bases in terms of how we're trying to develop each and every one person. So yeah, I think that's us.
That is us. One thing that I would like to kind of end on is just one of the things that I think people need to know about coming to Supermums Admin is it's just the beginning. There's so many other ways to, once you get here and you've gone through the admin program, then it's like the whole world opens up before you, right? You can go consulting, or you can go marketing, or you can go development. I mean, there's all these different pathways, but the admin feels like, for most of those, like the base. You have to start here and then you go from there.
Yeah.
And so part of what we also do is help people find what that niche looks like for them. Yeah. And that's one of my favorite parts of my job.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, if you speak to, we have the pleasure of speaking to lots of people from the industry in the roles we do. And if you kind of put a microphone in front of anybody and said, what's your next step? What are you currently working towards? It is 100% true in this industry that everybody's always working towards their next thing. There's always something that we're learning, because it's always expanding and developing. So as much as it's the first step on a journey, it's a fantastic one, and it opens up a whole world of opportunity as well.
It really does. So I would like to invite the guests that are watching us today to give us a buzz. Reach out either through the YouTube channel or through LinkedIn, and one of us would be glad to talk to you about the program. Would love to have you join us come this fall. So thanks for watching.
Autumn.
Yeah, you UK people.
Wonderful. All right.
Bye.